face to face with God on that final judgment day to give an account for my life and every decision that I made. And as he searched for my name in that great Lamb's book of life, I had a flashback of all the wrong I've done and wished I could make it right. His voice so loud and clear said that my name was not there. Depart from me, I do not know you, for the wages of sin is death. I sent so many to warn you before you took your last breath. I begged and I pleaded with God, please, Lord, change my eternal fate. But in a matter of seconds, there were no second chances. I realized it was far too late. So I am writing this letter from the pits of hell, where agony, pain, and long suffering prevails. Dreams of heaven derailed to this bottomless pit where all hope ceased to exist and torment never ends. For the wages of sin is this eternal punishment. Millions of people bound by chains in these chambers of death, wailing, screaming, gnashing their teeth and gasping for breath. Giant worms are devouring their flesh. These are the burdens of an inescapable debt. You see, we eject Christ out of our life to indulge in sin. Idle minds become a playground for Satan, who lures on mood and emotion, then lures us in. Idle minds become a playground for Satan, who preys on mood and emotion, then lures us in. So many of us are stuck in hell because depression led to drinking and greed led to stealing, and being married wasn't enough because Delilah was so appealing, and the pressures of life caused us to tell that white lie. No time to repent before we died. Dreams of heaven derailed to this bottomless pit. No sins to acquit because bitterness caused us not to forgive. Always kept a closed hand and chose not to give. Judged our fellow neighbors for how they lived, but never made time to witness or bring a soul to Christ because we placed God here and the devil at the head of our life. We were too high off sin and refused to quit. Some of us were saved but could not commit because we backslid and had no time to repent. So I am writing this letter to warn you that there's no God, no love, no joy, no hope, no way of escape, only eternal suffering when you enter hell's gates. The end of the road for God's dispensation of grace, a sinister place where the worm does not die and the fire is never quenched. There is no rest by day nor by night, and you plead with God to make it right, to pour out his favor and to set you free. And you cry out to the Lord, why didn't you warn me? But you remember the preacher begging for your soul and the gospel track that played over and over. I'd rather have Jesus more than silver or gold. There's no rest by day nor by night, and you plead with God to make it right, to pour out his favor. For you can no longer bear, and you cry out to the Lord, why don't you care? But you remember, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, the living sacrifice who died for the sins of everyone. But you rejected him because to indulge in sin was worth more than accepting him. So now there is no rest by day nor by night. There is no rest by day nor by night. You do not rest by day nor by night. To reject salvation prepares the way for a sinner's plight. All dreams of heaven derailed to this bottomless pit, a place called hell where no man wants to be. Who wants to be separated from God's love for all eternity? And though we have choices, let's choose to get it right. This is a warning from hell. Don't be caught dead without Jesus Christ.